It has been way too long since we have seen an MCU film release on the big screen. It's been like, what, 6 months? Doesn't sound that long, but in MCU terms, that is a long time. So to help hold us over until the next release, which is all the way in May by the way, we have gotten a second trailer for the Black Widow solo flick. And this time around, we got a bit more of a grasp on what the plot of the film is probably going to be. And on top of that, we finally got some more footage of the enigmatic Taskmaster. So we here at Screen Rant are of course going to break the trailer down and see what sort of reveals it has in store for us. So let's get right into it. The trailer opens with some voiceover from Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, asking her sister, Natasha Romanoff, just what exactly she is doing, while we see her retrieving a pistol from a hiding spot. The two kind of greet each other, then we see some seriously decked out looking SWAT dudes storming a building. In the midst of all this, we see a Widow agent posted up with a sniper rifle on a rooftop, looking to make someone's day significantly worse. Natasha and Yelena talk for a bit before riding off on a motorcycle, with some more agents in tow. Natasha comments that we have unfinished business, followed by Yelena asking who exactly we is. This leads into an extended version of the introduction we got for David Harbour as Red Guardian in the first trailer, showing that even though he has been out of the action for a little while, he can still kick some serious butt. And then we see Rachel Weisz's Melina Vostokov perform the patented Black Widow neck scissors spin move thingy. The trailer then gives us the same family dinner sequence that we saw in the first trailer, followed by some sweet action shots, and then the introduction of the new Widows. This is where we get our first little tidbit of info about what we are thinking the main plot of the film is probably going to revolve around. With a new generation of trained assassins out in the world, things aren't exactly looking good for Natasha and company. So it's probably safe to assume that Natasha is going to be setting out to shut down this new program. Standing in her way though, is this backflippin' boy himself, Taskmaster. Taskmaster, in case you don't know, is a super being capable of utilizing something known as photographic reflexes to almost instantly copy the fighting style of anyone that he sees. Basically, once he observes someone doing something just once, he's able to do it himself flawlessly. In the comics, he's a villain who's gone up against the entire Avengers roster on numerous occasions and has managed to hold his own every single time. So he means serious trouble, especially rocking a sweet shield like we see in this shot. And he must have been watching some old videos of Captain America, as he throws his oversized discus just like the Star-Spangled Man. What role he's going to play in the film exactly is still up in the air. Is he a mercenary just like he is in the comics, hired to handle these rogue assassins? Or is he a high-ranking member of the program that is producing these new Widows? Who exactly is behind that mask? We aren't quite sure at this point. We see some repeat shots from the previous trailer, including Red Guardian fighting Taskmaster, mano a mano, which is a nice little reference to Taskmaster's long-running feud with Red Guardian's red, white, and blue counterpart in the comics. Guess if we can't get Chris Evans to fight Taskmaster, this is the next best thing. We then see Natasha fighting off a handful of Widows, using her gadgets to subdue a pair of them while another one comes at her from the side with a gnarly looking staff. Some more repeated shots pop up, then we get an amazingly awesome action shot of Taskmaster. Can we take a second to truly appreciate the costume design for Taskmaster here? Especially the mask? In the comics, his mask is basically just a skull, giving him a sort of Grim Reaper kind of look, which the mask in the film does emulate to a certain degree with the teeth-like pattern around the mouth area. But it doesn't go so far as to look exactly like a skull. It's functional, with the protective goggles and such, while still invoking the character's original look. Really well done there. All in all, this second trailer for Black Widow gave us a bit more of a glimpse into what exactly Natasha will have to deal with in her first solo outing. However, it still sort of feels like something is missing. Like we aren't seeing the real villain pulling the strings. Who's in charge of training these new Widows? Who brought Taskmaster into the fray? Oh, guess we'll just have to wait until the film finally comes out this May. Until then, we'll just keep speculating. Because speculating, well, it makes us happy. You know what else would make us happy? If you hit the subscribe button and that little bell thingy. Also, if you're watching on mobile, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. That way you'll be able to know about all of the future Screen Rant goodness the moment it is uploaded. What did you think of the Black Widow trailer? Are you excited to see Taskmaster make his big screen debut? Be sure to leave us your thoughts in the comments below. While you're down there, why not consider subscribing to Screen Rant for even more awesome content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at the movies.